So hi, I'm Lindsay. I've been at Jefferson Medical College for like the past 4 years. Was really lucky to meet Kelly the first day that I came to UCC. So we're both from Minnesota and also in Jefferson. So that was like excellent. I'm gonna be a doctor, which is sweet, and then I'm going on to do my pediatrics residency at Cohen Children's, which is like on Queens, Long Island area, which is a huge blessing. So I absolutely loved it there. It's like my favorite interview day. It's really hard to believe that I've been here for 4 years, and it's even harder to comprehend all the ways that God's changed me in those 4 years. I thought I'd finished all my changing in college, but that was not the case. So here's a story about one of those ways. So I came to medical school with bright eyes. I was full of hope, determination to be the best doctor this world has ever seen. I fought my whole life for this, through high school and college, studying hard, not making many friends because of that. I thought I had finally, at that point in college, I had finally discovered what it truly meant to live for Jesus. Began to trust him in my studies for the first time ever, which was excellent. I thought I was emotionally prepared to handle all the stress of my studies in medical school, but little did I know that enemy had other plans for me. The first 2 years felt like trying to drink water from a fire hydrant. It was after just my second exam that I had my first panic attack. In that moment, everything I had learned about placing my worries and cares on Jesus had seemingly flown away, replaced by like this deep, unshakable anxiety. But through the next 2 years, with the support of all you guys at GCC and family group, wonderful family group leaders reminding me of God's role in my life, Jesus really helped me overcome a lot of my anxiety over exams that really had been ingrained in me from childhood. By myself and my father. But then the didactic years were over. From then on, it was clinical rotations, a magical place full of direct patient contact, on the job learning. I could finally do the things that I studied my whole life to do. So I jumped headfirst into the waters of clinical rotation, started on OBGYN, only to find that the waters were raging and storming and repeatedly slamming me against the rocks, bent in my destruction. A fear far deeper than failure in school slowly consumed me. I always worried that people didn't really like me, that people would be better off without me in their life. But when the residents and the attendings whose approval I so desperately craved showed a lack of desire to teach me, sometimes even frightened disdain for my presence, I really couldn't handle it anymore. It was only a few weeks in my clinical rotations that I began to experience another level of anxiety that I'd never known. With every new rotation or team change, it would really begin. Mind worrying, just feeling this writhing, restless rotation, indescribable discomfort that frequently spiraled into nausea and vomiting before I even got to the hospital at 6 a.m. Amidst all of this, I was called stupid to my face, yelled at, belittled, at one point sexually harassed. I even started seeing a therapist, which actually has been like an incredible help, and has really, really changed the way that I've been able to see my life. But at one point last year, after a particular incident, it sent me into a spiral that left me bedbound. For 5 days, I couldn't eat without throwing up. I felt like I had nothing. I felt like there was nowhere to turn. Nothing to save me, but God was there. In my anguish, I cried out to him, desperate, because I knew that he was my only option. I had no other choice. And in that moment, my anguish didn't immediately subside. My anxiety was not magically cured, but somehow God planted in my brain this one thought: I'm with you. In a brain riddled with pessimism, self-doubt, and repetitive destructive thoughts, this could absolutely not have come from me. I was not alone. The lingering doubt of years past left immediately. God was with me in that moment. He had been there all along, and He'll continue to be there for all of eternity. So this is what I want to share with you guys. God is with you guys right now. Through the doubt, through the crippling anxiety, through your pain and suffering, he's with you. When the enemy whispers lies to your heart that you don't matter, that the world is better off without you, that you're not enough, please recognize these as lies. They are attacks of the enemy. When you feel these attacks, tell him to leave you alone. Command him away. You have that power. He has to listen to you because God's power is greater, and you have that power within you. Luke 10:19 says, I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. And John 16:33 says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. God bringing me to GCC was one of the several ways that God directly showed me that he cares. I don't have the time to share all the ways that he showed me that this time. There is this beautiful, vibrant love for Jesus that was very apparent to me from the moment that I stepped through those doors of Myerson for the very first time. The support, encouragement, and love emanating from GCC, my family group leaders over the years, and my friends has blessed me beyond comprehension. My life and so many others that I've seen has been changed directly through the work of God in this place. With the support, God has confronted me with some of my worst fears and brought me out the other side. Through therapy and prayer, the Lord has changed me profoundly. Knowing me, I knew this change was not of me nor this world. It could only have been him who changed me. John 10:10 says, the thief comes only to kill, steal, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. So my challenge to you guys is this: recognize when and how the enemy is attacking you. His greatest feat is to convince you that he does not exist. You are not your grades, you are not your anxiety, you are not your depression, your traumas, your mistakes, or your failures. You are not the harmful thoughts that haunt you in your sleep that tell you you're stupid or worthless. These things may deeply affect you, but they are not you. Jesus defines you. You are a child of God. You were worth a king dying on the cross for. You matter because God says you matter. There is nothing to fear when God is by our side, and that will never change. Please pray that I always remember.